Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, something just doesn't feel right? Maybe your hair is done, your makeup looks great, but somehow the reflection staring back at you feels off. It's not that you look bad. It's that you don't look like the vibrant, radiant woman you feel like inside. And here's the surprising part. It might not be your skin, your age, or even your hairstyle. It could simply be the colors you're wearing. Yes, really. After 60, the tones and shades we once loved, those we called our go-to classics, can suddenly start working against us. They can dull our glow, drain the life from our face, and make us look tired when we feel anything but. But the good news is, we're not stuck with that. Today, I'm going to show you 4 colors you may want to rethink, and 4 stunning, flattering alternatives that will help you look more awake, more vibrant, and even a little younger, all without changing a single thing about who you are. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about choosing colors that support the woman you are today. Strong, elegant, full of life. Because your light doesn't fade with time. It just needs the right colors to shine through. Let's get started. 1. Why pure white? Can age you, and how ivory brings back your radiance. Let's start with one of the most surprising color traps of all, white. Now, I know what you might be thinking. White is clean, it's classic, it goes with everything. For years, it's been a go-to color for so many women because it feels crisp, fresh, and effortless. And on paper, it makes sense. But here's the thing. Pure, stark white can actually be one of the harshest colors you can wear after 60. Why? Because of how it interacts with our skin. As we age, our skin naturally softens. It loses a bit of that youthful uniformity and starts to show more variation in tone, whether it's a little redness, some uneven patches, or just a general loss of brightness. That's all normal, all part of the beautiful process of living a full life. But when you put pure white up against that softer skin, it creates a harsh contrast. It doesn't flatter, it overpowers. What happens is that the brightness of white exaggerates shadows and fine lines. It makes the delicate features of our face look more washed out. And suddenly, instead of looking glowing and refreshed, we look a little tired. Even if we're feeling amazing inside, that stark white shirt or blouse might be telling a different story to the world. Now, here's the beautiful part. You don't have to give up wearing light colors. You just have to shift to something that works with your skin, not against it. And that something is ivory. Ivory is white's warmer, gentler sister. It still gives you that feeling of elegance and lightness, but it does it with grace. Because ivory has a soft, creamy undertone, it reflects light in a much more forgiving way. It doesn't create that sharp contrast. Instead, it blends beautifully with mature skin tones, bringing out warmth and radiance. Imagine this. You're wearing an ivory blouse on a sunny day. The light hits your face, and instead of bouncing harshly like it would with bright white, it softens your features. Your skin looks smoother, your eyes look brighter. Your whole face seems to glow, not because you changed anything about yourself, but because the color near your face is finally working with you. I once had a client. She was in her early 70s, absolutely stunning. She loved wearing white, but every time she wore it, she'd complain that she looked pale and flat in photos. We tried swapping one of her white tops for an ivory silk blouse. The change was instant. Her skin tone looked richer. Her smile popped. Even she said, "I look like I just got back from vacation." All from one simple switch. And here's another reason to love ivory. It's incredibly versatile. It pairs beautifully with gold jewelry, earthy tones, soft pinks, or warm grays. It can be dressed up or down. You can wear it to a brunch, a dinner party, or just running errands and still feel polished. If you already own white pieces, you don't have to throw them all out. You can layer them with warmer tones. Think a soft cardigan, a scarf in peach or coral, or even a gold necklace to bring some warmth back to your face. Just be mindful of what's closest to your skin. And next time you go shopping, do this simple test. Hold a pure white piece of fabric and an ivory one up to your face in natural light. Take a moment. See which one makes your skin look brighter, more even, and more alive. 9 times out of 10, ivory will be the clear winner. So if you're still reaching for those bright white blouses and wondering why your reflection looks a little off, try ivory. It might just become your new best friend. Up next, we'll talk about another timeless favorite, black, and why it might be time to give it a rest. Because as elegant as black is, there's a softer, smarter alternative that could be the key to bringing your whole look back to life. Stick with me. 2. Why classic black may be draining you, and how charcoal gray restores the elegance. Let's talk about black, the ultimate classic. For decades, black has been the go-to color for so many of us. It's slimming, it's chic, and let's face it, it works with almost everything. You've probably got that little black dress, that black turtleneck, or that black blazer you've loved for years. And for good reason, it's timeless. But here's something most women don't realize until they experience it firsthand. As we age, our relationship with black starts to change. What once made us feel powerful and put together can suddenly start to feel a little too harsh. Black, especially when worn close to the face, tends to absorb light. That deep, saturated tone can create heavy shadows around the face, exaggerating features like fine lines, under-eye circles, and uneven skin tone. Instead of creating that polished look we're aiming for, it can make us look tired, drawn, even older than we feel. Now, this doesn't mean you need to throw away all your black clothing, not at all, but it does mean it's time to rethink how and where you wear it. And maybe, just maybe, consider a softer, more flattering alternative, charcoal gray. Charcoal gray is one of those colors that's quietly powerful. It still gives you that sense of sophistication and depth, but without the stark contrast that black brings. It's gentler on the skin, more reflective of light, and far more forgiving. Picture this. Instead of a sharp black blazer, try one in charcoal gray. Suddenly your skin looks more vibrant, your features softer. You haven't changed anything about yourself, but the color is now working with you, not against you. I remember working with a woman in her mid-60s who was nervous about giving up black. She loved the confidence it gave her. But when we swapped her black cardigan for a heathered charcoal version, her whole presence shifted. Her eyes looked brighter. Her complexion had this beautiful, subtle glow. She didn't lose the sophistication. She just gained a warmth that made her look more like herself. Charcoal gray is also incredibly versatile. It pairs beautifully with jewel tones like emerald green or sapphire blue. It looks modern, with soft blush pink or cream. And it brings out the best in metallics, especially silver and rose gold. You're not sacrificing style, you're enhancing it. And if you still love your black pieces, here's a trick. Keep them away from your face. Black pants, skirts, or shoes are still fair game. They still offer that slimming effect we all love. But when it comes to tops, scarves, or anything framing your face, go for colors that brighten, not dull. Or soften your black outfits by layering. Add a colorful scarf, a warm-toned statement necklace, or even a light cardigan. These small changes pull the eye upward and bring warmth back to your expression. The truth is, style after 60 isn't about rules. It's about intention, about choosing what helps you feel like the best version of yourself. And charcoal gray? It's one of those small, smart shifts that can make a surprisingly big difference. Coming up next, we're going to tackle a color that seems harmless, neutral even, but it might be quietly draining your energy and flattening your glow. Stick around, because this one often goes unnoticed, but the fix is so simple and so worth it. 3. The truth about beige. Why cool neutrals can age you, and how warm beige brings life back. Now let's talk about a color that feels safe, familiar, neutral, and honestly kind of boring, but in a dependable way. I'm talking about beige. Beige has long been considered the goes-with-everything color. It's subtle, it's understated, and it doesn't make waves. That's why so many women over 60 reach for it when they want to look put together without drawing too much attention. But here's what most people don't realize. Not all beige is created equal. And some versions of it, they can be downright unflattering. The beige I'm talking about is the cool-toned beige. You know the one. It leans grayish, dusty, maybe a little ashy. On paper, it looks neutral. But when you put it on, especially close to your face, it has a way of pulling every bit of warmth out of your complexion. Instead of giving you that soft, healthy glow, cool beige tends to flatten your appearance. It can make your skin look pale or sallow. It can emphasize shadows or dark circles. And you might not even notice what's wrong. You just know something feels off. You might think, maybe I didn't sleep well, or maybe I need more blush. But often it's not you, it's the color. Now here's the good news. There's a version of beige that works with your natural beauty, not against it. And that's warm beige. Warm beige has gentle undertones. Peachy, golden, sometimes a little sandy. It reflects a soft light onto your skin instead of stealing it away. It brings life back to your face in the most subtle way. It's not flashy. It doesn't scream for attention. But it makes you look awake, healthy, and even a little more youthful. Imagine wearing a warm beige cashmere sweater on a fall afternoon, or a soft beige blouse that makes your cheeks look like you're glowing from within. This version of beige isn't dull. It's radiant. One trick I often share when shopping is to hold the garment up to your face in natural daylight. If your eyes seem brighter, your skin more even, and your overall expression more relaxed, you've found the right shade. But if you look tired, or your features seem to fade, that beige is likely too cool for your tone. Another easy way to work warm beige into your wardrobe is to pair it with other flattering shades. Colors like dusty rose, soft coral, olive green, or muted teal work beautifully with it. Together, they create a color palette that feels refined and modern without trying too hard. Accessories also matter. Gold jewelry, in particular, shines beautifully against warm beige. Whether it's a pair of simple hoop earrings or a layered necklace, the warmth in the metal complements the tone of your outfit and brings that softness right up to your face. Now, you might be thinking, what if I already have a closet full of cool beige? Don't worry, you don't have to start from scratch, just layer. Add warmth with scarves, cardigans, or even lipstick. A coral scarf or a warm-toned necklace can shift the entire look without needing a full wardrobe change. The goal here isn't to avoid beige. It's to choose the right beige. The one that supports the richness of your skin, not the one that works against it. Because the truth is, neutrals don't have to be boring. They can be beautiful. When they're chosen intentionally, they can light up your entire look. And speaking of color that lights you up, next, we're diving into one of the most loved shades in any wardrobe, navy. It's timeless, it's flattering, and it's probably hanging in your closet right now. But did you know the wrong navy could be quietly dragging down your whole look? Let me show you what to look out for, and the livelier shades of blue that will bring your energy right back. 4. when navy turns against you, and the blues that bring you back to life. Let's finish with a color that so many women trust almost without thinking. Navy blue. It's dependable, it's slimming, and it's often seen as a softer alternative to black. If you're like most women I work with, you probably have several navy pieces in your closet already, and you may love how safe it feels. But here's the twist. Not all navy blues are created equal. Some, especially those deep, dark versions that almost look black in certain lighting, can actually have the same aging effects as black. That's right. Deep navy, though a classic, can be too heavy for mature skin. Just like black, it absorbs light rather than reflecting it. And when you wear it near your face, it can cast shadows, flatten your features, and emphasize things you don't want emphasized, like fine lines or uneven skin tone. I remember one woman who swore navy was her color. And from a distance, sure, it looked professional, polished, put together. But up close, she always felt a little tired. It wasn't until she swapped out her deep navy for a livelier blue that the change really hit. Suddenly, her skin looked brighter, her eyes sparkled, her whole energy shifted, and it wasn't just her outfit, it was how she felt in it. So what's the fix? Trade that heavy, almost black navy for a brighter, more radiant blue. Shades like sapphire, French blue, periwinkle, or cornflower blue still offer depth and richness, but they bring light and lift to your face instead of weighing it down. These shades are particularly flattering on women with silver, white, or salt and pepper hair. They create a beautiful contrast that enhances rather than competes, and they work well across seasons, whether it's a French blue linen blouse in summer or a sapphire wool coat in winter. And just like charcoal gray and warm beige, these blues are incredibly versatile. Pair them with ivory, soft gray, or warm taupe for a fresh look, or add contrast with coral, blush, or even a pop of soft mustard. They invite creativity without straying from elegance. One easy way to see the difference is to try both shades. Stand in front of a mirror with a deep navy top, then hold up a lighter, more vibrant blue. You'll likely notice how one drains your skin and the other lifts it. And again, if you already own navy, don't panic. You don't have to toss everything. Instead, layer smarter. A bright scarf, a statement necklace, or a colorful cardigan can shift the whole effect. Just don't let navy dominate your face unless it's the right tone. Because remember, this journey isn't about giving up what you love. It's about finding versions that support who you are today. It's about stepping into color that reflects your energy, not hides it. Up next, we'll bring it all together. The 4 small shifts that can completely transform the way you feel in your clothes, and most importantly, in your skin. And we'll talk about what this means for your confidence, your joy, and the way you carry yourself every single day. Stay with me. So now that we've walked through each of these color shifts, let's take a step back and really look at the bigger picture. We talked about how pure white, as fresh as it may seem, can wash you out, and how ivory, with its warmth and softness, brings back the glow that's already in you. We saw how black, though always in style, can be too harsh against aging skin, and how charcoal gray lets you keep the sophistication while adding back the light. We explored how cool beige, despite being a so-called safe neutral, can actually make you look tired, and how warm beige gently lights you up from within. And we discovered that deep navy, often mistaken as universally flattering, might be pulling you down more than lifting you up, while lively blues like sapphire and cornflower breathe life into your entire look. But here's what I really want you to take away from this. It's never just about the color. It's about how you feel when you wear it. When the color near your face brings out your eyes, softens your features, and lets your skin glow, something changes. You smile differently. You stand taller. You feel more like you. This journey isn't about pretending to be younger. It's about honoring who you are right now. A woman who has lived, loved, learned, and grown. A woman with stories and depth and strength. Your clothes, and especially your colors, should reflect that. They should support your beauty, not compete with it. And the best part? You don't need a whole new wardrobe to start. You don't need to throw anything away. All it takes is a little awareness, a few intentional swaps, and a willingness to see yourself in a new light. Try one color, try one scarf, try one top in a shade you've never worn before, and see how it feels. Because this is more than just style. It's self-respect. It's joy. It's the kind of quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're not hiding. You're celebrating. You've earned the right to be seen, as you are now, not as who you used to be. And when you wear colors that honor your beauty, that's exactly what the world sees. So the next time you stand in front of your closet, don't just ask, what matches? Ask, what makes me feel alive? What lets me shine? That's the power of color, and that's the power of you. If you found even one idea in this video that made you pause, smile, or think differently about what you wear, I'd love to hear about it. Which color swap are you most excited to try? Are you trading in pure white for ivory? Swapping that little black dress for something in charcoal? Or maybe discovering that warm beige or lively blue you never thought to try before? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Your stories inspire this entire community. And chances are, your experience will help another woman feel seen, understood, and a little more confident. And if you enjoyed this video, if it made you feel encouraged or uplifted, I hope you'll hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We talk about so much more than just clothes here. We talk about confidence, beauty, aging with intention, and embracing the power and wisdom that comes with every season of life. Because here's what I believe. The best is not behind you. It's right here, right now, in the choices you make, in the colors you wear, and in the way you show up for yourself every single day. So stay vibrant, stay beautiful, and above all, keep shining. Your light deserves to be seen.